Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is my morning routine. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, give this video a thumbs up, and follow me over on Instagram, and let's go ahead and get started. So first, I wake up every morning at 9 o'clock. Sometimes I snooze my alarm, sometimes I don't, just depends on how tired I am. The first thing I do when I actually get up is open up the curtains and the blinds. It lets in a lot of natural light, so it makes it easier for me to stay awake. I have two windows in my room, so I like to open both of them and open the blinds really bright. If one is open and the other isn't, it's really weird. And sometimes I'm really tired and can't stop yawning like today, so there's that. After that, I make up my bed. My husband and I sleep in a king-size bed, so it is a little bit more difficult to make up because it is so big, but making up your bed in the morning makes it so that you don't get back in it, or makes it a little easier to not get back in it, especially when you're really tired. We have, like I said, a really big bed, so I have to go one side to the other and make sure that everything is all tight and crisp on the inside. Then I put the pillows back on. The side I'm doing now is Mason's, and then this little flumpy pillow that I have here is mine. And then I go ahead and add the throw pillows. I have this blue one from Target, the orange one is from World Market, and this middle one is from Target. And then we have this blanket that we keep on the end of our bed. Some nights we get really cold, so we use this, and that's why it's all over the place right now, because it was really cold in our room last night. So I'm just folding it up and making it look nice. I like it to be all straight and stuff. Next, I'm gonna head to the bathroom to take a shower because I felt really disgusting. If you couldn't tell, my hair was actually disgusting, so I did need to wash it. It was really gross, so I just, like I said, washed my hair. Then I got my clothes out. I'm just wearing a pair of black shorts, a white t-shirt, and obviously a bra and underwear. Then I go back to the bathroom and I brush my teeth. This is something I do every day. Do you like to wet your toothbrush after you put toothpaste on it? Because I do. I have a special hair towel that I like to use, but for some reason I couldn't find it. I found it while I was editing actually, but I had to use a regular towel today. And then I just washed my hands because the next thing I do is put in my contacts because I am so blind. I went to the eye doctor recently, only to find out that my prescription has changed so much, so I really cannot see without them at all. I put my phone up right there. And then I go under my cabinet and I took my hair, skin, and nail gummies. I like to do this so that I have healthy hair and nails. My skin needs some work, so hopefully this will help me out a little bit. Then after that, I grab my curl cream and my curl enhancing foam from Heritage by Mindy McKnight, and I just spread that all throughout my hair because, well, it needs it. Otherwise, it will kind of just dry really weird and wavy. It honestly does that even with the product, but it definitely looks a lot better with the product. There I am scrunching my hair just a little bit, and then we'll head downstairs to make coffee and my breakfast. So I always have a coffee and a smoothie for breakfast. So I'm just opening up my Nespresso and putting in a new pod. My favorite pods are the Melozio ones, and they're pretty much the only ones I buy that are just regular coffee. So I went ahead and started the coffee machine, waited for it to heat up, and then put it in a mug. This is one of my fave mugs. I got it from Urban Outfitters a couple years ago on clearance. Has little plants all over it. Then I grab a cup. As you can see, I was kind of indecisive about what cup I wanted to grab, but I ended up just using one of these Starbucks reusable cups because they're the perfect size for a nice coffee. Then I filled up my cup with some ice from our ice maker in the freezer. After that, I grabbed the half and half and the caramel syrup from the fridge. And then I grabbed my cup of coffee and poured it over ice. After that, I added a little bit of 2% milk because I think that one tastes the best. And then I added some salted caramel syrup from these skinny syrups that I got at Bed Bath & Beyond. If you want to see a more in-depth tutorial about how I make my coffee, I'll link that video in the cards above. Next, I'm using half and half, and I put some salted caramel syrup in the cup right here, and I'm just grabbing my frother. Gonna froth it up a little bit to make myself some cold foam. I do this every single day. It really just makes it so much of a treat, even though it's like just half and half. And as you can see, I made a little bit too much, so I grabbed a straw and sucked down a little bit so I could add the rest of it to the cup without it spilling over. There you go, topping it off. And last but not least, I just add a little bit of this caramel syrup. It's literally the smallest amount, but so good. And then I go ahead and make my smoothie. The smoothie I make is a recipe that I got from my nutritionist. So I freeze zucchini and bananas, and then I grab in the cabinet my natural peanut butter and my little powder combination, which is chia seeds, cocoa powder, chocolate protein powder. I think that's everything in there. And then I'm supposed to use almond milk, but I ran out, so I'm just going to be using 2% milk today. Then I grab a spoon so that I can get the peanut butter out. And then I got to get out my blender. I totally forgot about the blender. And then I realized that the cup and the blender part were actually in the dishwasher, so I grabbed those and started filling up the cup so that I could blend everything together. I like to put them in individual bags instead of in one giant container, so that one, they're portioned, and two, so that whenever they're all frozen together, I can kind of like beat it on the counter to break it all up. So just adding everything together. I had trouble putting the lid on and also taking it off, but here it is blending. All done, and we add a straw. How fun. Then I just cleaned up the counter, put everything away. Then I grabbed my coffee and my smoothie and took it upstairs to the office, where I sat down to start reading my Bible for the day. These are new Bibles that I recently got from Alabasterco. They are the 4 Gospels. And if you've never heard of Alabasterco, they are basically a company that makes beautiful Bibles. Their mission is to create because the Lord creates, and each book is a separate individual book. And so the 4 Gospels are one of their first ones that they made. They have beautiful imagery paired with the words of the Bible. And then at the beginning of each book, they have just kind of the meaning behind the color scheme that they chose and the imagery that they chose to really connect the words with the visuals. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. You guys know I love things that are super aesthetic and just beautiful. I love good design, and I think all of these are designed so beautifully. If you couldn't tell, John was gray and Matthew was dark blue. This one is red, and then Luke is yellow. And I just think that having a meaning behind the color is so much more meaningful and special than if it was just a random color that they chose. I love that they kind of give you an explanation for each design. It's very intentional, and you can tell that they really care about making God's word beautiful. And I try to read my Bible every day. I'm not very good at it, but I definitely want to be better at it. And so having these Bibles really is motivating me to read more, because they are, like I said, so beautiful. And I just kind of want to look at them. They look so nice on the shelf, but they're also just really nice to read. I decided to just read the first page to figure out the meaning behind the gold color that they chose for Luke. And today I decided I wanted to read in Luke 12. So here I am just flipping to it. I have a notebook that I use for church, and it has Luke 12:27 on it, which says, "Consider how the wildflowers grow," talking about how if you consider how beautifully dressed the wildflowers are, imagine how beautifully the Lord will take care of you, because the wildflowers are fleeting and they are gone the next day, but you are here for much longer than that, and the Lord cares for you and takes care of you. And that's just kind of what was happening in that verse, or in that section of the Bible. And so I just decided to grab my notebook and write down a few verses that really meant a lot to me, and then I just scribbled out my thoughts about that passage, decided to finish reading the whole passage and put the book away to start the next phase of my morning routine. After that is the last step, and it is creating my to-do list for today. I like to read before I do anything else, just so that it starts my day off on the right foot. But here we have me getting my notebook. I grabbed a highlighter, and it's time to start taking notes. So here you can see I have used this for a lot of to-do lists. This is my favorite notebook to use for to-do lists, and I flip through and I have done the front of each page, so I'm trying to go through and complete the back of each page so that I'm not wasting any paper. But I started writing this one as Wednesday, and about halfway through the word Wednesday, I realized that I filmed this on a Tuesday and that it was wrong. So I scratched it out and found the next blank page and wrote Tuesday, and then I just jotted down everything that I needed to get done for the day. I was not gonna film a proper outro for this video. I was just gonna do it as a voiceover, but I decided that I wanted to talk to you guys. So if you guys want to check out Alabasterco, I will leave them linked down below. They did give me these Bibles, but when they come out with their new James Bible, I am absolutely gonna get my hands on it because James is my favorite book of the Bible. So I definitely want to get my hands on that. But if you guys want to check them out, I will link them down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope that you did. I tried to do something a little bit different with my filming and editing. So let me know if you guys liked it so I can do more videos like this in the future. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!